Buenos tardes. It's BitBuddha back again with another video, and this one is pretty like pertinent. And this is a video I probably should have made like a while ago, right? Because I think in the last video I was kind of explaining how I got this government grant for this spot PC Professor, where I'm like getting like these 13 different tech certifications. Anyway, I'm in their Boca Raton school, right? And basically they let me borrow a lot of these like Cisco switches and routers and IP phones, and it's stuff that I feel like if you're not like a network engineer or you're never like really got into networking, it's stuff that people don't see, but like switches and routers are literally like the backbone of how the internet kind of like transfers data and like packets, right? So I think it's worthwhile to show it. So I'm gonna do a quick like overview of my Homelab and try to explain things in the most simple way that I can, because I know it could get a bit intricate. And also there is a school, so like that's where I'm about to walk into, PC Professor. So yeah, shout out to them. There's three like brothers who started the business back in like 1990 something, and it's so cool, bro, because I got all these different like I made my computer here. Now I'm using these routers and switches, you know, because I'm studying for my Cisco certified network associate right now. So that's like what I'm studying for now. No. So it's actually that, the CCNA, the CCST, which is like before the CCNA, and then the CLCOR, which is like their voice and video platform. And also I'm doing a Wi-Fi certification as well. So now I'm in the classroom, and let me just show you from like a distance. So there's my Homelab. I just like walk in here, and this is like a lot of different stuff. I'm gonna try and explain it the best way that I can. Wait up. Give me a second. Where's it at? But yeah, I'm trying to explain it the best way I can. Okay, so where do I start? Okay. This one fan. All right. This is my computer that I built here, right? It has like, I think 24 gigabytes of RAM. So this has one hard drive here, another hard drive down there, these two sticks of RAM, and like they're actually like different sizes. So I think it's like 22 or 24, something like that. And then my other hard drive right there with the green blinking, and this like GPU as well. And so I built this all from scratch pretty much. So I'm very grateful for this, because this is probably the most powerful computer I've like ever had, pretty much. And also I got to give a shout out to CareerSource, because this is a laptop that CareerSource Broward gave me, and I got the grant through CareerSource Broward. So shout out to them. These are DB9 serial connections that help connect to the routers and switches, which I was kind of explain. These connect to these two monitors right here, Wi-Fi adapter, what else? Like mouse and keyboard stuff, and yeah, that's pretty much that. Okay, now these right here, right? These are 3 Cisco routers, right? This is a Cisco, my bad, that's a ton of words. This is a Cisco 2501, and my teacher was telling me that's from like 20-30 years ago. So that's ancient stuff, you know, like super ancient stuff. Then this is a Cisco 1841 router, and this is a Cisco 4321 router, right? So let me explain that quick. So on a network, right, we have a LAN, which stands for local area network, right? It's usually in like an office or like a home where it's only your devices in your building, right? And then we have a wide area network, right? Which is like usually when your traffic or internet goes outside of your building, outside of your network, right? So if you want traffic to go outside of your home or your building or business, you usually need a router to route that traffic to its destination, right? That's the best way I could explain. So that's what routers do. Routers like they route information between different networks, pretty much, right? And then over here, we have 3 Cisco switches. So this is a Cisco 3750 PoE. And PoE basically means, well, I'll show you that in a bit. And then we have a Cisco, the really popular one, 2960 S series. Then we have a Cisco Catalyst 3550. So these are all switches, right? So with a switch, they work in your local area network. Like if you have a building, data center, home, they route the traffic inside from their devices inside your building, right? That's pretty much their function, right? So that's what like switches do, right? And then over here, we have the Cisco IP on phones, right? So everyone knows what like a phone is, right? But these ones are intricate because they link directly to the router and they link directly to like the switch, right? So my teacher, he showed me how to like configure them. So you know that's my name, BitBuddha. I'll be like Linux security admin, so that's where I'm going. And also I configured this one as well. And these aren't powered on, but these are servers, right? So like when you get a video from like YouTube or a meme from Facebook, right? It basically goes to the data center, and these are the things that help route that traffic to the data center and back to you, pretty much, right? And servers, imagine these, but like stacked up, and it's like 10 of them or like 20 of them in a rack, and then it's like 1,000 of different racks, right? And that's kind of pretty much how the data centers are set up. So the best way I could explain it, right? These are two Ethernet RJ45, right? So you will pay like Verizon or AT&T, right? You get the traffic from them, right? And then it goes into your computer or it goes into your router, right? And from your router, well, usually in your home, it's a lot. So in your home, all of this will be one device, right? All of this will be like one wireless. Actually, do we have one here? I'll show you. No, I think they're back over there. Anyway, no, they're over here. You see, like, so these are the routers most people are used to. They're wireless routers, right? This is a router. It just doesn't have the wireless capacity down. I think you could add it with like extensions, but that's not a thing on it right now, right? Anyway, so yeah, you pay, come on, computer, don't turn it off. Okay, so you pay Verizon, AT&T, those people, right? You connect it, and usually all of this stuff is one thing, like it's one router that is doing everything for you. Like it's routing, switching, like it's doing everything for you, right? But here on the enterprise and business side, they have to like have these things that are a bit more in depth and go like deeper into it, right? So there's separate pieces, right? So example, so a packet going from your phone to the data center, right? So to leave your network, it has to reach a router, right? And once it reaches the router in the data center, it goes into the switch, right? Once it goes from the switch, it goes to the server where the information is actually held, right? And then from the server, it goes back to the switch, then back to the router, then it goes back to you, pretty much, right? And that's, long story short, that's kind of how the internet works. So it's a lot more intricate than that. And no, like I'm still fairly new to this stuff. Like I just started learning this stuff a couple weeks ago. So I'm still pretty much like learning it. But I wanted to show you as well. All right, so you see these, right? This USB and DB9, right? You notice that they're blue, right? So all of these, if you will follow the path, it goes and connects back to these, right? Like this one, this right here, this blue one right here, is actually this right here, right? And the thing I do, I connect that back over here, which lets you get in the command line interface for the router and switch. So I'm gonna try and show this off as simply as I can, because it's a lot to explain, but I feel like having a visual representation helps. Let me type this password real quick, wait up. And my bad, I'm doing this with like one hand, so be patient. Okay, cool. All right, so look, I named them so that you could understand it better. So this right here is this. The Cisco 4321 is this right here, right? And the Cisco 1841 is this. And the Cisco, what is that? 2501 is this, right? And then over here, this 2960, see, it's connected to this. And then this Cisco 3550 is this, right? So this is basically how you interact with each router and switch. You would take one of these, roll over like DB9 to USB-C or Ethernet RJ45, or from USB-C straight to like Ethernet rollover cables, and then you would go into your computer. Right now, all right, so I'm usually a Linux guy, but since I'm on like Windows makes certain things easier, and I just wanted to make this as simple as possible. You'll go into your computer, right? And I might make a separate video for this. You'll type in device manager, right? You go to device manager, right? Then you go to ports. No, my bad. Ports and this, right? And then you see that each of them has a COM number, like COM7, COM15, COM5, COM13, 14, right? And then the thing you would do, you would download this program called PuTTY, right? And once you're in PuTTY, you will type the COM port, and then you would just click OK. And that's how I got all of these screens to pop up, right? And then inside that, there's all these different Cisco commands that you could do. So we're gonna show IP int. I'm doing this with one hand too. Wait up, int brief. Right, and it's showing. You can see it's showing the different ports pretty much, right? So if you could see right here, it says 001, right? And that's showing you right there 001. And then we have under that, we have 000, right? And also we have 000, you know? So it's basically showing you what's in that port. While in contrast, if we go to the switch, I think it should be the same. So int brief. It might be different, I think, because some of the commands are different. Well, no, it's the same thing. Let me make it bigger though, so you can see the full thing. Right, so it's showing all of these different interfaces, right? And this one, you see, it has like 48, right? So for this switch, right? And it's showing basically every single interface. And something cool I'm gonna show you real quick. So say I take, which one do I want to take out? Say I take this one out. Where does it even go? All right, so you see this one is connected to this switch down there, right? If I take this out, wait up, there you go. You see, now it shows you that interface is down. So I had it in port 43, and it shows you that it's down. And when you put it back in, it should tell you that it's up. It's a really small thing, but it's really cool. So when these are flashing up, it means like, oh, this is up, right? But then again, there's sometimes, even if it's plugged in, there might be an issue where it's like it's not powered on. Like example, like this white one, right? This white one, it should be plugged right here, but I didn't plug it in fully. And now since I just plugged it in fully, it turned back on, right? So it's pretty cool, right? It just shows you the different stuff. And what else? So in Cisco, the Cisco world for routers and switches, there is different tiers, right? So now we're in like normal user mode, right? If I type enable, right, it puts me in like a privilege mode, right? And if I type configure terminal, it puts me in the, so configuration mode, you could change stuff in the terminal. Normal user mode, you could just like view stuff. Enable mode, you could just like view more stuff and do more stuff pretty much, right? And then from configuration mode, there's like dozens of other sub modes as well, right? So there's a lot I could show you there, but the main thing I wanted to show you something last night. My teacher showed me. Let me pull up this thing called Wireshark, right? So Wireshark is a platform or tool used to basically look at internet, well, traffic in general, right? And you see I have this plugged in, and if we follow it, it's going right here, right? And last night, my teacher, he helped me set it up so basically on Wireshark, I could like follow all of the traffic. Actually, I don't think it's from this. Actually, it's from this one. Yes, from this one, because this goes to the phone, right? And we're basically tracking all this, I believe. Either one of these. One of these, my teacher set it up so we could track all the traffic in it. So this is showing you that traffic, right? And you can see, just even in a couple seconds, all the different data like packets and stuff that this one port is sending like back and forth, and it's like a lot, you know. So it just shows you that our phones and laptops and routers and switches, they're always sending or like trying to receive some type of information, even when we're not even doing anything like intricate. Anyway, so other thing is, my teacher showed me how to set up these IP phones, right? And I basically gave them different like names and numbers. So this one, I could call this phone through this one, right? So I'm gonna do 1002, and you can see that this rings, right? And then I could like pick it up or close it, right? And then from this one, I could do the same thing. I could do 1001, and then this one will ring, right? And it's pretty cool, you know, because in like business environments, these IP phones are still being used, and even some of these older school ones are still being used as well. So it's just good stuff to know. But I wanted to show you something else, right? So, all right, I wish there was a way I could just hold it right here, right? So I'm a, get out of there. Let me see if you could see. No, but even from this angle, you won't be able to see everything. You'll see a bit, but you won't be able to see it as clearly. I mean, maybe. All right, I'm gonna try both ways. Next, I'm gonna make a video actually sharing my screen to actually like just share it while I'm on my screen. All right. But so you see this, right? You see how it's like normal packets right now. I'm going to call this phone from this phone, right? And I'm gonna just keep my phone here. You could like hear me starting doing the calls in the back, right? So I'm calling 1002, right? Then I answer it on the other phone, and oh wait, no, it's still ringing. Wait up, my bad. Yeah, let me do it one more time. One more time. Okay, so 1002, right? And then once I answer it, it's just switch to, wait up. Give me a second. Let me do it the other way. 1001. Okay. There we go. You see, and you can see how it's just like all this RTP traffic, like just spamming RTP, right? And what is RTP? So RTP basically stands for real-time protocol, right? So for like voice and video, once you're doing like a voice or video call, pretty much, RTP is the protocol that the computers basically use to kind of keep track of it, like when you're actively in the call, right? And it's cool because back in the day, like the phone network and the modern like internet network were just like separate networks. But as time went on, like network engineers realized like it's smart to basically put them on the same network, and that's kind of how we could just do this and link it to the routers and switches now. But no, this stuff is really cool. I just wanted to share a bit of it because like I think this stuff is really cool, because usually when people are studying for their Cisco Certified Network Associate, they just have Cisco Packet Tracer, which is a wonderful program, right? But having like the physical routers and switches is like amazing. Even the switch, right? It was kind of like dead. It couldn't boot properly. So I had to use this thing called X modem on Terraterm and like download its like boot up binary file and had to transfer it. It took like 40 minutes, and then I had to like initialize it. Basically, this thing was on the brink of death, and I brought it back to life. And it was like such a cool experience just to like download it and see the lights coming back on and just seeing how it works. So this stuff is very fascinating. I have a lot of studies to do. My CWTS, which is a Wi-Fi certification, my CCST, which is like an entry-level Cisco cert, my CCNA, which is probably the most popular Cisco cert, and my CLCOR, my Cisco Collaboration Core, which is like more so like the phone stuff and the like video chat stuff as well. So it's a lot of studies, a lot more videos to come, a lot more to share, because I'm learning like 1,001 things at once. But I think it's pretty cool to just share it, you know? So if you have any recommendations, if you like anything you would like me to go more in depth with, let me know, because I'm all for just sharing tech and trying to make it as easy and simple and accessible for everyone as possible. And yeah, follow me on LinkedIn, GitHub, all of that stuff. I'll put it in the description. And yeah, I will see you next time. Peace.